Hey everybody, this is Jeff Veale, the business guru from downtown Manila, with another star on Spotlight. And we've got certainly got a star today, someone very, very interesting, guys. And if you'd like to be a star on Spotlight and get your 15 minutes of fame, why not come on? We've got a couple of spots left for June, guys. We're about the 20th of June, about 10 days left. So you've got a few opportunities there still. And think about it, guys. A TV commercial's $30,000. If you want to do 10 radio spots, you're talking between $3,000 and $5,000. You can come on Stars on Spotlight, and it's all about you for 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to talk everything about your whole journey, how you can help people, what you can do for them. And more importantly, guys, we're going to put it across Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and of course, YouTube with all your social links. And you're going to reach thousands of people that you never would have reached before. All totally free. Don't forget, you can send me a bottle of scotch if you want, but at the moment it's totally free, guys. But it's my great pleasure today to introduce a gentleman from Somerset, UK. His name is Stephen Brockhurst. I've got a bad throat, guys. Not a good time to have a bad throat, but he's a partner and owner of a company called DFY Magic Themes. And he'll be telling you more about that. But the industry is basically, guys, very interesting industry, actually. It's rank and rent websites and lead generation. And guys, what business doesn't need leads? This is a man that we all need, right? He's only new to the industry. He's only been doing it for a mere 20 plus years. So he's still, like me, he's still learning. Brief description: it provides a comprehensive solution for creating and managing local business websites and their primary offerings, including website builder. And this tool helps to quickly build websites tailored for a specific niche. He'll tell you more about that, guys, when you have a personal chat. The idea is have a chat to him, get a demo, and be amazed, right? He's an amazing man. And we go on a bit more. He offers a system for building and renting out websites to local businesses. So you could get a website, guys, and rent it out to a local plumber. And you could either sell him the site, rent him the site, or just sell him the leads and sit back and collect the income, all right? And, you know, plumbers charge like wounded bulls, so you can sell those leads for a good price. All right, training and support. They provide step-by-step training and support for beginners, or they'll do it for you, you know, so it's your choice. Key achievements: one was Magic Client Finder Chrome extension, which we offer a free version to our subscribers down the track. And we'll be telling you more about that when you reach out to Stephen. And he's given me all of his social media links, and I love his philosophy. I do it a little bit differently. He says, keep it super simple. I say, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. But but some people don't like that. But anyway, facts about yourself, and it's quite obvious. You'll see it, guys. It's quite obvious. He's a guy who's going to give you a memorable experience. Enjoys helping people from all walks of life, and helping people, I believe it will come back tenfold. And he's right. I work with my business partner, Robert, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce, with further ado, hello there, Stephen Brockhurst. How are you, buddy?
Doing very well, thank you. And it's a great pleasure to be on here and be meeting you and meeting, you know, the people that watch this. And I've been super excited about it. I love all your videos, by the way, and the content you give in your Facebook group is unbelievable. I've been looking at your guides. I've been looking at all sorts of stuff in there. I mean, you give away so much. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, true. We've got about 30. For those who don't know, guys, and it'll be under my socials, we've got something like, as of today, some $30,000 worth of free resources. Other marketers hate me, guys, because I give all that stuff away for free. How to get more people on LinkedIn, how to build a Facebook group, how to get more leads with people like Stephen with rank and rent websites, etc. We share all the information with you guys, totally free. And then basically we give you the spices, and if you can't do it, we'll sell you the recipe. Steve, let's get started. Can you tell us about your journey? What inspired you to start off in this current career path, buddy? All those years ago, what happened?
Well, I was building websites for children's entertainers, and I made a mistake of focusing only on one niche. It's people I knew, because I used to be a DJ going out doing discos, and COVID hit, and all of my clients cancelled overnight, and I went from earning a really good amount per month to zero. And then we started eating into our savings, and the money started going, and I'm going, what do I do? So I then started looking around for a different business model at that point. Now, I'd been building websites for many years, and I'd sort of been doing rank and rent a little bit before then on owning the actual website myself and renting it out. But I never took it seriously until COVID hit. When COVID hit, I did two things. one, I took people on to mentor them one-on-one, which kept me and my family going throughout that period of time. And also then I started looking into doing actually a proper rank and rent model. I joined another group, followed their training, followed their softwares. None of it would work. None of it was reliable. And I was just banging my head against the wall. And I said, enough's enough. I've got to put together something that's far better, more reliable. So we built our own softwares, our own WordPress plugins. We set the whole system up. And then off the back of the other group I was in, I met my business partner, Robert. He reached out to me and went, there's got to be a better way of doing this system.
More ethical.
And we got talking, and between us, we came up with DFI Magic Themes, which are ready-made websites with content on in the industries like plumbers, electricians, stuff like that. And we got those up and we built those sites from scratch, and then we spun the content. We actually got people to spin it properly, but we don't use AI on it. We
yes,
do it thoroughly, which means the sites can be installed loads of times. And we got people in our groups installing these sites in under an hour, setting them all up, doing all the training we got, and getting up and running with an agency of their own. And we got people who are renting these websites out to local businesses.
Awesome.
So that's where that journey came from, of Robert reaching out to me and saying there's got to be a better way of doing this. And the end result was DFI Magic Themes. Fair
enough. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work, and how have you overcome that?
When we first launched, like I said, we were using another plugin. I don't name things because I don't believe in knocking these things. And we had some problems with it working with our themes. And we launched, and within 2 days, this particular plugin and element of themes, which we were using at the time, totally crashed.
Wow.
Now, at that point, we had a choice: refund everybody and go, oh, well, never mind.
Bad luck,
or fix it. And we got on board our devs and we spent some money on it, and they revamped everything, including getting our own plugin. And we said to all our customers, give us 2 weeks. If we don't fix it in 2 weeks, we're going to give you back your money guaranteed, right?
Yes.
They waited 2 weeks. We fixed it. We got up and running. Everyone came on board. Everyone loved it. And they started following our training. And back then it was basically build, rent, rank, right? So we build the sites, we rent them, then we rank them.
Yeah.
And the end result was that training was okay, but we wanted to make it even easier by doing the step-by-step start to finish with an agency.
Yes.
So we redid our training to become the accountability program. You build yourself an agency website first, and then when you've built that and done the training, then we upgrade you to the pro version, which is the niche sites, the directory sites, and how to set all of that up. And then when you've got it all set up, it's outreach. It's picking up the phone, it's putting a local advert in a paper. It's the old saying goes, 80% of the time you need to be reaching out to people, 20% of the time you need to be doing the work, right?
Yeah, that's
now, when
right.
you first start in this business or any business, 80% of the time is taken up building your product.
Yes.
Once you've got your product built, that then changes around.
Correct.
So you end up then having 80% of the time outreach, 20% of the time working on your project, and that's happened for us now. We're finally in a good place, and things are running smoothly.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at with it. And so we're now
awesome.
looking to bring more people into the family. We look after our customers. We can be reached. We can talk to people. We do calls with people.
Yep.
And customer service is the number one thing for us in our company.
What you've just described, basically, guys, what Stephen reminds me of my friend Robert. What Stephen says is basically build it once, guys, and you can sell it forever. Build it properly. And every now and again you have to pivot, you have to do a few adjustments naturally, but build it once and you can sell the product forever. And how cool is that, right? Do the hard work, do the hard yards, guys. In your opinion, what's the key qualities and skills that you believe have contributed to your success over the years?
Looking after people and giving value. I notice you do what I do. You give value first,
yes,
right? And then the money always follows. So if you have an idea, right, I always say I used to be scared of doing an idea and it failing, right?
Yes.
And there's only, I say this to people, there's only one person that holds you back in life. It's you. It's not other people telling you can't do it.
That's right.
Whatever you want to do, whatever you do, I always say, do what you love. All right. Work on what you love. So if you have an idea in your head, you go, I could teach someone that.
Yep.
Right. Put together a training program, get that up online, whether that's Udemy, whether that's your own platform. We use Gumroad to sell our courses on. And so the idea is you get your course up and then you go to Facebook groups that are similar in your niche and you reach out to the admins. You say, hey, sorry to bother you. I've got this product that I think would suit your group. Is it possible if we come up with a joint venture where you make a bit of money, I make a bit of money, and we promote this inside of your group? And on average, most of these will say, yeah, absolutely. We're glad to have you on board.
Yeah.
And it's a win-win for both. You win people in. And then once they buy the product, the first thing I do is I get them into a free Facebook group.
Yes.
As soon as they purchase it, says,
so they become part of your community, right?
Yeah, get them in your community and then keep that community alive by posting regularly, putting videos up, offering value. Because the more value you give, I tell you now, right, 95% of people will see that value and not take action.
That's
but
right.
The 5% that do,
yeah,
the 5% who actually say, you know what, I'm fed up with working for a corporation. I'm fed up with earning a wage and having to work 9 to 5. I want to work for myself. I want the laptop style. I want to be able to relax a bit more for my family.
That's right.
When you get that mindset in place, you'll work hard at it at first, and it may take you a year or 2 years to get to where you want to be.
That's right. But you've got the rest of your life.
But then you've got months ahead of that regularly making you money, and then you come up with new ideas.
Yeah, we discussed this earlier, guys. It's about the 3 Fs, and not the 3 Fs that you're thinking of, guys. It's family, friends, freedom. Think about it, guys. Family, friends, freedom. And the key one here, guys, it's freedom. Are you free at the moment? You're jumping on the tube every day, going to work 9 to 5. You're grinding away, coming home, taking your cut lunch to work. Come on, guys. You're better than that, right? So wake up and start this as a side hustle, guys. But guys, get that freedom happening, Anyway, how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field, Stephen?
So a couple of things. One, my family, because my family's everything to me. We've got 6 children.
Wow.
My partner's fantastic. So they keep me going in life. They are the reason why I do what I do.
A lot of mouths to feed there, my friend.
Well, we got 3 older ones that got their own places, and then we got the 3 younger ones. I've got a 16-year-old who's just finished their exams and school.
Right.
And so they're doing brilliantly. And then the second thing is my business partner, Robert, is such a lovely guy.
Yes.
That I also now do this to make sure that him and his family's okay. He's got the same attitude to me.
Support each other. Yeah. Support each other.
Do you know something I say to people as well? The laptop style can be very lonely. If you can get yourself an accountability partner.
Absolutely.
Right, whether you don't tell them about what you're doing and how you're doing it, it's that person that you can have a cup of coffee with on Zoom or whatever it may be, and you say to them, "Hello, I'm here.
I love it.
Can we have a cuppa? How's your work going? Oh, I've had a crap week. Well, what did you get done? I've got nothing done. Okay, well, pick one thing. Pick one thing and get that one thing done. Right. Next week when we talk, I want you to get it done. And it motivates you as well to keep going. And when you get to the point when we got those products online and they're evergreen, that's the key. Being evergreen monthly or one time, wherever it may be. That's when you're going to make the money, and that's when you can give up your normal job.
Yeah, what Stephen's saying there, guys, sometimes it can be chicken and feathers. Some of you think, oh, I'm going to have a great week next week, and all of a sudden it falls apart. You don't feel like getting out of bed, whatever, right? But it's chicken and feathers, guys. But have some motivation, have goals. Say, hey, I'm going to talk to X amount of people this week. And if you know your numbers, if you talk to X, it equals Y. That's why they taught you algebra at school, guys, for that reason. Right. And it works, guys. It's a numbers game. It's all about numbers, guys. You got to know your numbers. All right. Tell me, Stephen, can you tell me about a recent project or an achievement that you're particularly proud of? You must have a few.
Well, lots, but I'm very proud at the moment of 2 things. The first one is our client finder software that we put together. The idea behind it is you can put in a niche, for example, dentist. You can put in a location. and you hit go, and it pulls in their name, address, phone number, email address if it's available, and the Google Maps listing. It's all on a nice screen. And then when you're done with that, you can download it into an Excel file, and then you can do your outreach to those people, from sending out a postcard to emailing them to phoning them up and saying, hey, I've got this offer for you. That's your outreach there. And the cool thing is, I'm not going to share this now, but I at the start, Jeff and I were talking, and I've said we're gonna send out an offer to your people. So if you're on Jeff's email list, you need to be on his email list, right? Because we're going to send out an offer where you can get access to run this for 25 searches. In other words, you can run it once and you'll get 25 listings for free in business to business, whether that's a dentist, plumber, whatever it may be. You put your keyword in, you put your location in that you want to hit, and you hit go. And then after that, I'm going to do a super crazy offer for anyone on Jeff's email list. That's going to be a crazy low price. So in the next few weeks, make sure you whitelist his email addresses and make sure you receive the email addresses, because that's the only way you're going to get this offer.
Fabulous. I smiled earlier. You mentioned postcards. I've got to stop you there. Guys, I'm old school. I'm 75. I'm old school. Guys, I'm still sending out, but I'll tell you some secrets, guys. I'm still sending out double-sided postcards, color, double-sided postcards to potential clients. We pick out areas and we drop 1,000 postcards. I've got a special phone number on it or a special link, and I know I might only get 7 back. Guys, that's not even on 100. That's 7% on 100. On 1,000, it's about 0.7%, guys. But guess what, guys? I can send out 1,000 postcards and make $15,000 to $20,000. So don't ever discount postcards, guys. They still work. Old school postcards, especially nice color ones, they work, guys. All right. Well, moving on. What advice would you give someone aspiring to come along and follow in your footsteps, Stephen? What a younger version of yourself? What advice would you give them?
I would advise looking at what someone else does and find someone who's successful in what they do and look at their successful products. This isn't a good example. TikTok's a big thing now, right?
Yes.
If you want a viral video, and let's just say you're someone who's getting into the TikTok shop affiliate program. Let's say you wanted to do that, right? Go and look at what someone else is doing and look for a viral video. Copy that video. Get the video up, make sure you got your affiliate link on there, and be consistent at regularly posting those videos out there, because that's one way to make money online. Right.
So you want me, Stephen, to go dancing in my underwear tomorrow night, do you? You want me to start get dancing on my? No, he's only kidding, guys. There are so many. There's cooking, guys. I mean, I did some posts, guys. You'll laugh, just mucking around. I call it myself a fat man in Asia, because I am a fat man, and I said, this is how you cook toast. And guys, I got heaps of fucking comments and likes on that. And then I did. Now we're going to move on the stage, guys. How to boil for the single man? How to boil eggs, right? And you just do basic stuff, fun stuff, guys. It's meant to be tongue in cheek, a bit of fun. I mean, you'll be there are people, guys, making thousands and thousands of dollars off. As Stephen has said earlier, he gave you a big clue. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, please, Stephen?
I just want to keep encouraging people to work for themselves.
Yes.
Because the big scare in the world is AI is going to put people out of work.
No,
right?
no, not at all.
It's a load of rubbish, right? And I'll tell you why. Because you use AI to help yourself with work.
That's right. Give you
so
ideas.
It's like being a gardener and you turn up without a lawnmower or a strimmer. You can't cut the grass, right?
Yep. Right.
But let's say someone brings out a lawnmower that can run all by itself up and down.
Love it.
And you leave it to run. So you as a gardener, you're going to turn up, you're going to set your lawnmower going, and then you're going to trim the hedges and tidy everything else up.
That's right. Do what you want to do.
It's there to help you. I'm dyslexic, so I struggle with my spelling. So I will write something out, and I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll say, "Can you please word this more sensibly?" It rewrites it for me. Then I go through it and I put it back into my own words, so it's no longer written by AI.
Correct.
Right. But it helps me come up with ideas. So I'm using the tools of my trade to help me all the way along the line. So if I was starting out again, I would look at what other people are doing. I'd
Yes.
find something I'd love to do, and I'd study that for a few weeks before jumping in at the deep end, and then I would put my own stuff together. Training is really where the money is online, I think. Teaching people how to do something, so you come up with a problem and you come up with a solution, and you put a training program together and get people. Even if you do a free training program on the front end to get people in, and
Correct.
then keep them in that theme.
That's
Keep that
right.
in that theme, because there's no point if I came to you and I said, okay, you want to learn about gardening, and here's a course on how to be a fisherman, you wouldn't be interested. So you have to
Right.
you have to keep the theme the same.
Yes. I use an analogy, guys, a very quick one off the subject. I use an analogy. I tell people, this is not right, but I use this analogy. I say, I'm a motor mechanic. And as you drive your car into my garage, I can hear this noise with my trained ear. I hear ping, 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 ping. You can't hear it, but I can. And I know something's wrong with one or more of your spark plugs. That's number one. I look up and I see some smoke coming out of your exhaust. I know by the color, you probably haven't changed your carburetor for 6 months or more, right? And that's before I use my $50,000 diagnostic machine to see what's really wrong with your car. And if you're a bit miserable, you go, oh, Jeff, you're going to charge me $500. And I go, no, I'm not. Here, you've got a Mercedes. Let me go to my library. Here's a book. Take the book home and read this. This is how you fix your Mercedes. You don't need me. Borrow my book for a month and come back in a month's time with my book, please. Right? So what happens? The guy goes home. He starts reading the book and he goes, oh, ping, 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 that's spark plug. Oh, shit, I haven't got a spark plug spanner. Then he goes, carburetor. I'm not even sure what it even, oh, there's a picture of it. Oh, yeah, I need another tool to undo that. Oh, and then I've got to do something else to diagnose it all when it's put back together again. Oh, shit, I need Jeff after all. So he comes back with the book. He loves you because you've given value, right? And here we go. You've now got a client for life, guys, right? So that's my analogy, guys. Give value. Help
I
people.
agree.
Help, right? Tell me, how can our listeners reach out to you, Stephen, and find out more about your wonderful offers and all about your business? What's the best way?
The fastest and best way is to go to dfymagicthings.com/FB for Facebook, and come and join our Rent Masters Facebook group, because we post things in there regularly. And if you want to ask a question, you can tag me in there, but Stephen Brocklehurst in there. And we're always approachable, we're always reachable. And anyone who comes on board with us, we know what we normally will do. Depending how many people want to come in, we try and jump on calls with everybody, and so they get to meet us in person.
Lovely.
Myself and Robert, or just me. If we get too busy, I'll do one and Robert will do a separate one.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to meet people.
That's an awesome idea. You can see, I showed you my group. You can see why I can't do that. We're getting 250 a day, guys. So
yeah,
we can't do it. But
if we get too busy, then we'll do a group call.
Yeah, and Facebook groups are an awesome way to attract your potential clients, guys. Guys, I did a show the other day very quickly off track again about channels. And I said to people, how many channels are you on? And they went, well, how many channels? I said, what do you listen to music? And they go, hip hop. And I go, okay, you're getting 21% of the audience. Jazz, you're getting 23%. Rock and roll, you're getting 45%. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, you've got to talk to all it doesn't matter what music you like, you've got to talk to all the audiences to try and pick up as close as you can to 100%. That means be on Facebook, be on LinkedIn, be on Instagram, and be on YouTube. That's enough, guys. That's 4 channels. There's 32 channels, guys. You can't be on all of them, and you can't be an expert on all of them. But be on the 2 main ones, LinkedIn and Facebook, and you'll make a lot of money. So for example, if you're only on Facebook, you're leaving 40 to 50% on the table every week, guys. I promise you. If you want to know more about that, reach out to Stephen or myself, and we're happy to share that with you. Before we wrap it up, Stephen, which I'm about to do now, can you share a fun fact about yourself that probably most people don't know?
I am, so for 20 years, I did independent radio.
Interesting.
In the UK.
Channels, yeah.
And so, because my name's Stephen Brocklehurst, making jingles are very impossible. So I changed my mum came up with this idea. She took my middle name and my first name, and I became Greg Stevens on the radio. And I now do a fun, wacky show called The 𝐵𝐻𝑒𝐿𝑖 Show. It's on a station called Rockin' Daddy's Radio. You can search for it online, Rockin' without the G, Daddy's Radio. Every Sunday now, 7 till 8, 1 hour only, UK time, that is.
Wow, that's awesome.
I do a fun radio show. If anyone wants to come and tune in, there's a chat button on the website. You can come and join the chat. come and say hello. And it's just a bit of fun. And I do Greg's Impossible Question and play your hits right. Where I play two tunes, and you vote for which one. Granny's Gripe, where I've got a granny moaning about something, and you can comment on that. And so and imaginary prizes I do. So I do like the disco dishwasher and things like that. So and it's just a bit of a fun, wacky show. I have a bit of a laugh with it. Don't take it seriously. I don't mind whether I've got 1 listener or 100 listeners. I just do it for a bit of fun.
You've been an amazing guest, Stephen. I'm going to wrap it up now. Guys, if you want to be on the show, guys, stars on Spotlight. I did tell you earlier, 30,000 for a TV commercial, 5,000 for radio spots. You can come on a show just like this, totally free of charge, guys. I mean, what's holding you back? You know, you saw how easy it was. Steve's a top guy. You can come on the show. Tell us about your journey. The world wants to hear about you. Don't hide under a rock, guys. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you very much for being our guest today, Stephen. It's been a pleasure. Jeff.
This has been fantastic value. Guys, as he said, just reach out. It doesn't cost you anything.
That's the one.